you beautiful people. It's me, Jennifer Ziliotto. I'm here in my kitchen once again because today I want to make two different infused syrups for my soda stream. Now, I love my soda stream. I've had it for quite a few years. I tend to only drink sparkling water, but I find when it's really hot out, sometimes you get a little bit sick of just drinking water. And yes, you can put a lemon in it or cucumber or whatever flavoring you want, but it's also sort of fun to make a syrup that is not only good for you, but is packed with flavor. So that's what I want to do in today's Style Fix video. Okay, so the two types of syrups that I'm going to make today are an orange with orange zest and a ginger ale type thing with a few more spices. Now, how I'm going to start this is by making a simple syrup. So instead of using sugar, because I find sugar is not, white sugar doesn't always agree with me. It gives me inflammation, which makes my allergies worse, especially this time of year. So my good friend Julie had told me about this sweetener, which is made with monk fruit. So it's totally natural, and you use the same amount of sweetener as you would with sugar. So I'm going to make my simple syrup with this, which means that they'll be less caloric, which is always great. So basically what I've got here is a pan full of 2 cups of water, and I'm adding half a cup of this monk fruit sugar sweetener. Now I've got 2 pots because I'm making 2 different infusions. So to each of these, I'm going to add, for my orange, I'm going to zest 2 oranges, and then on the side I'm going to squeeze the juice and leave that on the side. But for my infusion, I want to zest my orange, so that I'm going to do. And then for the ginger one, I've got 2 relatively big knobs of ginger here. I'm going to grate this into my syrup or into my pot. I'm going to add a couple of cardamom pods just because I love the flavor of it, and it kind of has a bit of a, I don't know, there's a bit of a gingery spice for me. And then I'm going to add 1 fleur, maybe 2 anise, just to make it nice and spicy. You know what? I'm also going to add a couple of peppercorns. I think that will be delicious. A bit of a reminiscence to gingerbread cookies. And I love ginger ale, and it's so good for you. But I really don't love buying it because it's so packed with sugar, and I don't know, it's fun to make it yourself. So I put in probably about 15 peppercorns. Might be a bit much, but we'll see. This is also really great with lemons if you want to do that. You might remember my video from last summer about how to make French lemonade. Same sort of idea. Fun and cheerful, and just something a little bit different. Okay, so I've put the orange syrup on the stove. I'm going to let it come to a boil, and then I'm going to let it turn, and then I'm going to turn it down and let it simmer for a good 40 minutes, 45 minutes, even to an hour. You want it to get nice and kind of syrupy and reduced. While that is going, I'm going to start working on my ginger, grate it, and then get that pot going as well. Okay, my simple syrup has cooked for about 45 minutes to an hour, and it's still quite warm, but I'm going to strain it here into this Pyrex, and you can see how it's got kind of caramelized and really sort of orangey, and smells delicious. And to this, I'm going to add the freshly squeezed orange juice that I used from the oranges. It has a really good smell to it. And here I'm going to strain the ginger. And again, you can see that it's, well, maybe you can't, I'll show you in 2 seconds. And here you can see that it's changed color, and it's quite syrupy looking and if you think about it, so basically I had 2 cups of water and now I'm down to 1 cup, which is absolutely perfect. I'm really excited to try this. So I'm going to get 2 glasses with some ice, and I'm going to mix a little bit of this with some sparkling water. Okay, so we're out here in my backyard and I'm gonna taste these. This is the ginger ale and this is the orangeata, the sparkling orange. That is really good. That is really healthy tasting compared to a regular orange pop. It's really sweet. You would never know it was flavored with monk fruit. And then let's try the ginger ale, spicy ginger ale. That is also really good. You can really taste the star anise. It's a little bit peppery. It's also quite sweet. I think I would make it a little bit less sweet next time. That is fun. Both of these drinks would lend themselves to great summer cocktails as well if you wanted to get a little bit more fancy. The only thing I think I would do differently, and I will add this onto the website, is I would double up this recipe because I find it doesn't quite make that much. It probably yields enough for 2 glasses like this per syrup. And for all that work, you kind of want a little bit more than just 2 glasses. I don't know which one I like better. Hope you liked this video. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't done so already. And of course, for more style ideas, for more inspiration, or just simply to see what I'm doing, you can continue to follow me on Facebook and on Instagram.